Welcome to my channel. What if animals and plants could tell us that our environment is in danger? From frogs and fish to lichens and insects, certain organisms act as nature's warning system. These organisms are called bioindicators, and they help scientists to detect pollution and ecosystem changes before it's too late. Let's discover how. Nature gives warning signs before an environmental disaster happens. The question is, can we read them? Bioindicators are organisms such as plants, planktons, animals, and microbes, which are utilized to screen the health of the natural ecosystem. This video is going to be very interesting and helpful for you, as you are receiving a series of videos related to toxicology, so it is more important for you to subscribe this channel to get new videos on time. So, press the bell icon below this video. Also comment and like, and share this video with your fellows. After watching this video, you will be able to understand what bioindicators are. Bioindicators are used for assessing environmental health and biogeographic changes taking place in the environment. Any species or group of species whose function, population, or status can reveal the qualitative status of the environment can act as bioindicator. Bioindicators can tell us about the cumulative effects of different pollutants in the ecosystem and about how long a problem may have been present, which physical and chemical testing cannot. Copepods and other small water crustaceans that are present in many water bodies can be monitored for changes like biochemical, physiological, or behavioral that may indicate a problem within their aquatic ecosystem. Caddisfly, a macroinvertebrate used as an indicator of water quality. Bioindicators deliver information on alterations in the environment or the quantity of environmental pollutants by changing in one of the following ways: physiologically, chemically, or behaviorally. The information can be deduced through the study of their content of certain elements or compounds, their morphological or cellular structure, metabolic and biochemical processes, by observing their behavior and their population structure. Best bioindicators include lichens on tree bark. It acts as good indicator of air quality. Frogs in wetlands, they act as indicator of ecosystem health and water pollution. Aquatic insects like mayflies and stoneflies act as very good indicator of freshwater quality. Similarly, mosses and algae indicate environmental contamination. Passive methods observe plants growing naturally within the area of interest. Active methods detect the presence of air pollutants by placing test plants of known response and genotype into the study area. Bioaccumulative indicators are frequently regarded as bioindicator. Depending on the organism selected and their use, there are several types of bioindicators. Bioaccumulation is the accumulation of substances, such as pesticides or other chemicals in an organism. During bioaccumulation, organism absorbs a substance at a rate faster than that at which the substance is lost by catabolism and excretion. The presence or absence of certain plant or other vegetative life in an ecosystem can provide important clues about the health of the environment. Environmental preservation. There are several types of plant bioindicators, including mosses, lichens, tree bark, bark pockets, tree rings, and leaves. Fungi too may be useful as indicators. Lichens are organisms comprising both fungi and algae. They are found on rocks and tree trunks, and they respond to environmental changes in forests, including changes in forest structure or conservation biology, air quality, and climate. The disappearance of lichens in a forest may indicate environmental stresses, such as high levels of sulfur dioxide, sulfur-based pollutants, and nitrogen oxides. The lichen Lobelia pulmonaria is sensitive to air pollution. Algal species as bioindicators. The composition and total biomass of algal species in aquatic systems serve as an important metric for organic water pollution and nutrient loading such as nitrogen and phosphorus. Genetically engineered organisms. There are genetically engineered organisms that can respond to toxicity levels in the environment. For example, a type of genetically engineered grass that grows a different color if there are toxins in the soil. Animal indicators and toxins. Changes in animal populations, whether increases or decreases, can indicate pollution. For example, if pollution causes depletion of a plant, species that depend on that plant will experience population decline. Conversely, Overpopulation may be opportunistic growth of a species in response to loss of other species in an ecosystem. Pollution and other stress agents can be monitored by measuring any of several variables in animals: the concentration of toxins in animal tissues, the rate at which deformities arise in animal populations, behavior in the field or in the laboratory, and by assessing changes in individual physiology. Frogs and thora as bioindicators. Amphibians, particularly anurans which consist of frogs and toads, are increasingly used as bioindicators of contaminant accumulation in pollution studies. Anurans absorb toxic chemicals through their skin and larval gill membranes and are sensitive to alterations in their environment. They have a poor ability to detoxify pesticides that are absorbed, inhaled, or ingested by eating contaminated food. This allows residues, especially of organochlorine pesticides, to accumulate in their systems. They also have permeable skin that can easily absorb toxic chemicals, making them a model organism for assessing the effects of environmental factors. Knowledge and control of environmental agents is essential for sustaining the health of ecosystems. Anurans are increasingly utilized as bioindicator organisms in pollution studies, such as studying the effects of agricultural pesticides on the environment. Pond-breeding anurans are especially sensitive to pollution because of their complex life cycles, which could consist of terrestrial and aquatic living. During the embryonic development of them, morphological and behavioral alterations are the effects most frequently cited in connection with chemical exposures. Effects of exposure may result in shorter body length, lower body mass, and malformations of limbs or other organs. Microbial indicators. Microorganisms can be used as indicators of aquatic or terrestrial ecosystem health. Found in large quantities, microorganisms are easier to sample than other organisms. Some microorganisms will produce new proteins, called stress proteins, when exposed to contaminants such as cadmium and benzene. These stress proteins can be used as an early warning system to detect changes in levels of pollution. Macroinvertebrates are useful and convenient indicators of the ecological health of water bodies and terrestrial ecosystems. They are almost always present and are easy to sample and identify. The sensitivity of the range of macroinvertebrates found will enable an objective judgment of the ecological condition to be made. Tolerance values are commonly used to assess water pollution and environmental degradation in tropical forests. Thanks for watching. Like and share this video. Subscribe this channel to get more informative videos and to become part of a growing scientific community.